Hey, it's Joyce, the Energy Lady. I'm going to share another conversation from my book because this comes up, especially lately. People are getting sick. So it comes up all the time. I'll have a client who'll text me and say, I'm starting to feel a little sore throat, a little bit of fever. I don't want to get you sick, so I won't come in. Do you want to know what my comment is back? I don't feel the need right now to get sick. So if you want to come in, feel free to come in. I did that all through COVID too. And I didn't get COVID in 2020. So what I'm saying is that if you need to be sick, be aware of it. Acknowledge it. If you need to be sick for some reason, you need to get out of doing something, you need to not be going somewhere or addressing something you don't want to address, then that's when we usually need or want to get sick, okay? If you tell yourself, I was just exposed to somebody who had COVID, or I was just exposed to somebody who had strep throat, I was just exposed to somebody who had a really bad cold, then you've already planted in your brain, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get sick because I was around that person who's sick. So when I'm around people who are sick, I don't really expect to get sick unless I'm super tired and I've told myself I need a break. Those are conversations I have told myself. When I have told myself I need a break, I need to just rest. Those are typically times when I will show up with my body purging with a cough or a cold. I had a cough last week. I'm sure my body was purging a lot of lack of sleep and rest that I had on the 2-week trip we took, and came home, just hit the ground running. So my body was responding to me saying, I just need some rest. I just need to rest. And so it showed up with an illness. Now, this is a different concept that some of you may have grown up with. This may be a different thought. So you don't have to believe everything I say, just try it on. But my experience is, if you get sick, there's something that you need to be sick for. You either need to get out of doing something, or there's something that's really, really pressuring you. And you're under a lot of pressure and strain, and you don't know how to get out from under that pressure. So your body will create an illness to stop you. And so our bodies listen to everything we tell it. If we tell our body, I need to be sick. If we tell our body, I want to get out of doing this. I don't want to go to that party Saturday night. Well, guess what then? You've just told your body to show up with some way to keep you from going to that party. Just had someone recently said, I had a really bad migraine on Thanksgiving, so I checked out. I didn't go spend the time with the family. And my question then for them was, did you want to go? No, I didn't want to go, she said. I wanted them to check up on me and see how I was doing. And I didn't realize that was the game I was playing until nobody checked up on me to see how I was doing. And then I was mad. And she said, I realized then it was a game I was playing. So the games that we do play with illness are not always conscious. Sometimes they're subconscious. But then you might recognize them a day later, a month later, a year later, and say, oh, I remember that day that I didn't show up at Thanksgiving or at Christmas or for their birthday because I had a bad migraine or because I had a bad cough or because I had a fever. I didn't go. So your body listened, and it creates an illness for you. So this is a whole new concept, but to me, illnesses show up because there's something we need to get out of doing. Whether it's living into our true self is calling us to do, stepping forward into what God has asked us, taking a big risk on a new venture, meeting someone new, being with family. All those things that take risk our body's going to listen to us. If we don't want to do it, it's going to show up for us with some kind of illness. So it might be a new thought for you, but try that on. See where it fits. See where it may have shown up in your life for you somewhere. And with that, check out my book, Stuck, A Love Story Unraveling Your Resistance to Heal. See ya.